Y'all, it is raining like angels are crying and God just turned the shower on full blast with no warning. But guess what? While everybody else is running for cover, I'm running to the Word because this little thunderstorm, it's preaching a whole sermon today, and the title is When It Rains, God's Still Raining. Let's go. Storms don't scare God. See, most folks treat a thunderstorm like it's the end of the world. But the truth is, God made storms. Psalms chapter 147 verse 8 says, He covers the sky with clouds. He supplies the earth with rain and makes grass grow on the hills. So if you're panicking because your backyard just turned into Lake Michigan, calm down. God's not shocked. He scheduled this rain before your weather app even updated. And some of y'all act like the rain is demonic. Like, ooh, the devil trying to stop me. Nah, that ain't Satan. That's irrigation. The grass needs this. Your soul does too. This ain't punishment. This is provision. Just because it's inconvenient doesn't mean it's not a blessing. God, He speaks through storms. Now here's the deep part. Sometimes the storm is the message. Job 37:2-5 says, Listen to the roar of His voice, to the rumbling that comes from His mouth. He thunders with His majestic voice. God doesn't just whisper, sometimes He rumbles. You ask God for a sign, and now there's a whole thunderclap outside, and you're like, is that you, Lord? Yes, that's Him with subwoofers. God is saying, be still and know I'm God, not be still and scroll. Maybe the storm is how He gets your attention, not to punish you, but to pause you, slow you down, and remind you who's in charge. Rain isn't a curse, it's a covenant. Some of y'all need to hear this. Rain doesn't mean God's mad at you. It means He's still faithful. Genesis chapter 9 verse 13 says, I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. God uses rain to remind us that His promises still stand. So instead of saying, oh, it's raining again, try saying, oh, something's about to grow, because nothing grows without the rain. And let's be honest, some of us need a spiritual rinse off. This storm might be God saying, let me clean up that mess you keep pretending ain't dirty. But don't confuse discipline with destruction. The same God who sends the rain also promises the rainbow. Jesus is still Lord over the storm. Look, storms are scary, but they don't scare Jesus. In Mark chapter 4 verse 39, He says, He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, quit, be still. Then the wind died down and it was completely calm. Jesus didn't ask the storm politely. He checked it. Hush, storm, I'm preaching. He didn't panic. He didn't run. He spoke with authority, and nature obeyed. Meanwhile, we're over here yelling at Alexa to pause the rain like she got that kind of power. If Jesus can tell a hurricane to hush with 3 words, He can handle your broken heart, your job loss, your anxiety, and even your haters in the comments. Stop letting the storm define you. Start letting your Savior remind you. So next time it rains, whether it's outside or in your life, I want you to remember this. The rain is temporary. The God who controls it is eternal. The storm may shake you, but it won't sink you. Because Jesus doesn't just walk on water, He walks through the storm. In Isaiah 43:2, it says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. So stop panicking about the puddle. God's about to part the sea. If this blessed you or made you laugh, share it with someone who's in a storm right now. Tell them, hey, when it rains, just know God's still raining. I love y'all. Stay safe. Stay prayed up. And I'll see you later.